Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn, and in this video, we have another practice speaking test. This time it's with Khusan from Uzbekistan. Enjoy. Good evening. My name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
Good evening. My full name is Khusan.
And what should I call you?
You can call me Khusan if it's not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Khusan. Now,
Mhm.
in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you work or do you study?
Nowadays, I'm a teacher. I work at like learning center.
And what do you like most about your job?
The most fulfilling part of my job is when my students come to the center and tell me that they got very good result, and they say that all credits go to me. That's the part that I really like.
And is there anything you find difficult or challenging about your job?
Uh, I don't really like when my students don't do their homework. It's frustrating, depressing, and I don't know. I'm a type of person who kind of gets attached to the students, and when they fail, I like it really makes me mad and miserable at the same time.
Mhm. And do you think you'll still be doing this kind of job in 5 years?
I guess so. Because I don't know, I have done a lot of different things, and most of them I failed in most of them. And when I did try teaching, for some reason, everything was all right, and I thought it's a job I should do for the rest of my life.
Let's talk about television now. How often do you watch television?
Mm, we don't have TV at home, um, because I was raised in this environment. Even in my parents' home, I didn't have a TV, and that's why I'm accustomed to living without TV. I most of the time prefer to watch TV series on my phone.
And what kind of TV series do you like?
I don't have preference. I can watch anything that's popular at the time. And nowadays, I'm watching House of Dragon.
And do you prefer watching things alone or with other people?
I definitely alone because other people may interrupt, and especially when I watch the movie with my wife, she tends to like interrupt. Who is this? Who is this character? What is he doing? What is he doing? And it really plays on my nerves. That's why I try to create an environment where nobody can disrupt me.
Let's talk about exercising now. Do you like exercising?
I used to like, and I still like, but nowadays I'm constrained with time. I don't have a lot of time for such things. But I know, like, I'm not leading the healthiest life I wanted a few years ago. But I think I'll have to change. I have to get back into in shape, and that's why I think I'm going to make some changes in my daily routine and try to take up some sports.
And did you have to do any exercise when you were in school?
Yes, I tried different sports. In fact, I was very good at playing volleyball, and we could even like win some matches. Like we won lots of matches, and I was pretty good at it. But then I shifted to boxing, and I was also good at it as well.
And what types of exercise are popular in your country?
Um, Nowadays there is a craze in young to go to gym. It's not a, it's they lift weights and try to be in perfect shape, and a lot of youngsters are nowadays going for this.
And how do you feel after exercises?
Uh, First few minutes you feel great because there is like noticeable increase in your muscle shape and muscle size, and you feel very good about that. But after a few hours, you get back into normal shape, and it's a bit frustrating. And the next day, your body parts are hurting, and it's not a very good experience.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this next part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you will have 1 minute to prepare for your talk, and you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Mhm. I will now share the topic on my screen.
Hmm.
Can you see the topic?
Yes, it's clear.
I'd like you to describe a journey or trip you went on that was unforgettable. Your 1 minute of preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time. To remind you, you will have between 1 and 2 minutes to give your talk, and I will let you know when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. I'm not the type of person who travels regularly. To be honest, I don't want to step out of my comfort zone. I only do the things that I plan. But one occasion happened at work. One of my colleagues was going to get married, and he invited us all to be there. It was in region, in part of Uzbekistan, in southern end of Uzbekistan, and we decided to go there by car. Um, that was pretty unforgettable because it was a bit uncomfortable. We traveled 5 hour distance in a car. I sat at the back row of seats in the middle. It's like the most unpleasant and uncomfortable spot in the car, and we didn't even stop once to have a lunch. And it was pretty difficult for me. Uh, it was like cold. A lot of people are wearing like heavy jackets, and there is no room to sit comfortably. But that being said, there were very good views along the road, along the way. I saw a lot of valleys, mountains, and I was impressed with the views. And once we reached there, we were placed in a house and we slept there for a day. And then we were in a wedding party, and we also left some time to do some sightseeing. We went like a lot of historical places, castles, and I really liked the people there. It's like uh, Fergana, it's one their people are one of the most friendliest people in the world, and I was amazed about their hospitality. They welcomed us, shared their shelter, and they treated us as if we were their relatives. And as I said, we did some sightseeing. We went to different places,
Okay,
and we had
thank you.
very good. Uh, yeah.
All right, so you've been talking about a journey that you went on.
Hmm.
Let's talk about traveling now. Why do people like to travel?
I don't know the reason, to be honest. My wife always urges me to go somewhere. And as I said, I'm not this type of person who likes to travel. And that's why I, most of the time, tell her we are not going to do that. But she says, when you go to other places, you get new perspective, you start to become more grateful, and you start looking to the world with different eyes. And it's like real reason behind you should go there. Like you should try different countries, try different food, talk with different people to enlarge your horizon.
And it sounds like you disagree with your wife here.
A little bit. Mostly I disagree on the grounds of finance because it's a lot of money nowadays. I have a mortgage. I have to first pay for that, and then maybe we'll think about traveling.
Mhm. And how has the way that we travel changed in the last 100 years or so?
Uh, yes, people now have become more geographically mobile, and it's like it's much easier nowadays to travel because of aircrafts, ships, and aircraft. Before people used carts and horses to travel, and they were like limited in choices to travel long distances. But now it's much easier. You can cover a lot of distances in a few hours. As a result, it's much faster and more comfortable.
And what are the benefits of solo travel compared to group travel?
Hmm. When you are traveling alone, you can do whatever you like. There is no like other people's opinion interfering into your thought process. As a result, you can try whatever food you like. You can do whatever activities you think it's good. But when you're doing in a group, I think like feeling of belonging, feeling of doing and witnessing the same thing with other people, makes you happier, I guess.
Some people think it's kind of lonely to travel alone. What do you think?
A bit lonely because why? Mm, yes, because there is no companion near you, and as a result, Um, you have to experience all the things alone. You can communicate. You cannot share your feelings about how you feel in this special circumstance. And yeah, it can be lonely a bit.
Mhm. Let's move on and talk about beach holidays now.
Mm.
Why do some people like to have their holidays by the seaside?
Maybe because they don't have water access in their own country, like myself. We don't have water bodies in my country. As a result, a lot of people in my country go to beach resorts and to experience this water flowing on the sand and building castles. And whenever you feel like to like jump into water, you can do it. That's a thing that appeals to many people in my country because we don't have such uh, facilities in our own country.
And why do some people think that beach holidays are boring?
Um, Maybe because you are just laying there under the sun, maybe building castles, and building castles is a thing that children do, and I don't think like adults would do the same. They just sit and get tanning, and they may swim a little bit, and they drink milkshakes and etc. etc. They're not doing like actively engaging in physical activity, and they're not seeing different things, scenes. As a result, maybe some people think it's not that interesting.
And do you think beach holidays will continue to be popular in the future?
I guess so, because as I said, a lot of people, especially in Asian countries, there is no access to water. As a result, they have seen a lot of movies about uh, teenagers going to such places, enjoying themselves, having a great time. As a result, they also want to experience the same feeling. They want to recapture those moments they watched, they saw in this like scenes in the movies. As a result, they want to do it for themselves. The first-hand experience is what drives a lot of people there, and I think it will continue for a long time.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test.
Thank you.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed this practice speaking test with Khusan. Please do let me know in the comment section what score you think this candidate deserves for his performance. As always, I'll upload a second video with my own commentary, thoughts, feelings, analysis, and importantly, my own marks for this performance. That video will probably go up tomorrow. In the meantime, if you would like to be a candidate, and if you would like to receive feedback on your speaking, and also if you'd like me to check your IELTS writing, you can request this on my Telegram channel, Expert Examiner. A link to this channel is given in the description below. More videos coming soon, but for now, bye bye.